The Kansas City Chiefs are facing one of their most decisive moments in recent years. After a bitter season finale, the franchise must deal with changes that could redefine its future. Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are at the center of attention, and important decisions need to be made. Will the Chiefs surprise everyone with their next moves? Big things are coming, and you don't want to miss a single detail. So drop a like, and let's get into the news. The Kansas City Chiefs ended the season on a sour note, taking a tough 40-22 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl LIX. But that's in the past. There's no point crying over spilled milk. Now the franchise must focus on the future, and one of the biggest questions this offseason is the fate of Travis Kelce. Will he return in 2025 or hang up his cleats? If he decides to continue, it will be his 13th year in the league, coming off one of his least productive seasons since 2014. But if he chooses to retire, the Chiefs will lose one of the most important pieces of their offense over the past decade. Either way, the team must start thinking about the future of the position. And Jordan Plocher of Pro Football Focus believes Kansas City could target a new tight end in the draft. His pick? Michigan's Colston Loveland with a 31st overall selection. Loveland had a strong career with the Wolverines, playing 39 games and recording 117 receptions, 1,466 yards, and 11 touchdowns. He is also highly rated in the pre-draft process, ranked by ESPN as the second best tight end available and the 27th best player overall. Replacing someone like Kelce is no easy task. The veteran has accumulated 12 Pro Bowls and 4 first-team All-Pro selections over 12 seasons. He's a surefire Hall of Famer. But if there's one player who could be an interesting bet for the future of the position in Kansas City, Loveland might be the guy. Even if Kelce decides to return for another year, that might be the best case scenario. A rookie would have the chance to learn directly from a living legend before taking over the role. So whether it's a smooth transition or an immediate change, the Chiefs already seem to have their eyes on the succession of their number at 87. Now tell me, what would be the best decision for the Chiefs at the tight end position? Drop your opinion in the comments. And if this is already a major question, the next piece of news will have fans even more concerned. The Chiefs are once again in that typical frenzy of a team that plays until the last day of the season. But while fans are still processing the Super Bowl, the front office is already dealing with the harsh reality of the offseason. Among their top priorities, aside from Travis Kelce's possible retirement, is Patrick Mahomes' contract, because my friends, that bill is getting pretty hefty. Mahomes' cap number for 2025 is set at a staggering $66.2 million. Yes, the Chiefs need to figure something out. Before the 2023 season, when Joe Burrow signed a record-breaking deal, Kansas City adjusted Mahomes' contract to ensure he remained among the highest-paid quarterbacks. Now, it's time for another restructuring. The most obvious solution, a basic contract restructuring. Of the $49 million he is guaranteed in 2025, plus a $1 million workout bonus, the Chiefs could convert a large portion into a restructuring bonus, spreading the cap hit over the next few years. If they do that, Mahomes' 2025 cap hit will drop to $28 million. Great, right? Yes. Until 2026, when that number would skyrocket to $78.2 million. It's the classic case of kicking the can down the road. As long as the NFL salary cap keeps growing, Kansas City can keep managing this financial juggling act. But they can't avoid the bill forever. At some point, the Chiefs will have to pay the full price. Whether that means a massive cap hit in a single year or a complete contract overhaul. And that's where the big question comes in. How can the Chiefs keep Mahomes among the league's highest paid quarterbacks without destroying the team's salary cap? The ideal model to avoid this snowball effect, tying his contract to a fixed percentage of the league's salary cap. Instead of fixed amounts, Mahomes would take, say, 17% of the annual cap, ensuring that the Chiefs always have financial flexibility to build a competitive roster around him. At the end of the day, this is the price of having an elite quarterback for so long. The Chiefs have shown they know how to manage the situation, but each year the margin for error gets smaller. At some point, they'll have to start pushing the problem into the future and decide how to tackle this massive debt head on. The Chiefs are playing a risky game behind the scenes. With major changes looming and a growing financial burden, the franchise must make the right decisions to avoid jeopardizing its future. Will they manage to balance everything without losing their competitive edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on your team.